I accidentally captured footage of a group of people committing murder. The horrifying scene made me scream involuntarily, which alerted them to my presence. To save my life, they cornered me at the edge of a cliff. I immediately began climbing up the cliff face. One of the men climbed after me, but he quickly caught up due to his physical advantage. He grabbed my calf, and in my panic, I accidentally kicked him, causing him to fall off the cliff. By then, I had reached the middle of the cliff face. Facing the safety rope in the distance, I bit through my backpack and slowly pulled out the thin wire from inside through the opening. I bent one end of the wire with force, then I carefully moved my trembling feet, lying flat against the 90-degree vertical cliff face. I extended the prepared wire, trying to hook the safety rope. At that moment on the cliff, the slightest movement could send me plummeting. Fortunately, my efforts paid off. One end of the wire finally caught the rope. I slowly retracted the wire in my hand and soon successfully grabbed a corner of the climbing rope. Looking at the tent not far above, I had a bold idea. I gripped the safety rope tightly and used momentum to swing myself to a protruding ledge on the other side of the cliff face. Thankfully, fate was on my side. Using the rock climbing techniques I had learned, I climbed onto a large protruding rock. But just then, the three killers had reached directly above me. Through their calculations, they discovered I was hiding here. They threw down a rope, wanting me to hand over the evidence, but I wasn't about to give in. So I attached a piece of white paper to the rope. When the man opened the paper,
well, if this is the way you want it!
I heard the killers above begin to rage, which made me quite pleased. Seeing that night was approaching, I immediately began surveying my surroundings. I fixed a metal ring to the rock above my head and connected an abandoned tent to it. A makeshift tent suspended in midair was thus completed. As darkness fell, I tested the tent's stability. Fortunately, nothing went wrong during this time. Just when I thought I could safely pass the night, a backpack suddenly came crashing down from above. I accidentally slipped out of the tent, and before I could steady myself, the backpack came hurtling toward me again. With no choice, I grabbed the backpack. What I didn't know was that this was all their trap. As the rope rapidly retracted, they immediately cut it with a knife. Luckily, I reacted quickly and immediately grabbed onto the protruding rock.